It's like someone put an episode of New Girl on the big screen, but with the F word, which unfortunately doesn't stand for fun. Let's Be Cops stars New Girl co-stars Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr. as friends who find themselves involved in a real-world battle with criminals after dressing up as policemen at a party leads to them pretending to be cops in real life. So can these guys translate their on-screen TV chemistry to big-screen movie success? No. Now, don't get me wrong, I really do think these guys are funny, and especially funny together. Nick and Coach are two of my favorite characters on TV, and seeing them here together really is kind of fun on a straight-up character and humor level. It's actually a testament to their amazing chemistry and comedic chops that they managed to pull some decent laughs out of some really dreadful material here. Jake Johnson has this wonderful manic pursuit of silliness that is perfectly offset by Wayans' tentative exasperation. I'd actually love to continue to see them together in comedies that have an understanding of plotting and sense of story. But this is not that movie. In fact, it's pretty much the opposite. The plot is awful and horribly executed, with our characters just jumping from situation to situation without much natural progression. Not that you're going to buy any of it anyway. You'll find yourself rolling your eyes at each new ridiculous situation that would simply never happen in any semblance of the real world. You just won't believe a second of it. Unless, of course, your superpower is suspension of disbelief, then it might not bother you at all. Although that does seem like an awful superpower to get stuck with. Basically, wouldn't that just make you good at living in denial? Anyhow, I think a lot of this silliness might work on TV, where you have 22 minutes to play around, but stretched into a full movie, it feels forced and ugly. Plus, after seeing these guys on network TV for so many seasons, it's just weird to hear them drop F-bombs and such. Now, I'm trying not to be a prude here. I get that this is intentionally a rated R comedy, but it just feels out of place and strange as a fan of the show. Plus, I miss the others in the show. I wonder if maybe Winston and Schmidt were off somewhere else, pretending to be firefighters. Of course, it also doesn't help that the concept is basically the same as the Jump Street movies, which had a much clearer sense of direction and comedy than this, and the added benefit of being partly a parody. When it comes right down to it, Let's Be Cops is a movie that never finds its true tone or sense of purpose. The silliness of the plot and forced situations distract horribly from what should be a fun time with two funny guys who work well together. But even their wonderful chemistry can't keep this movie from pretending to be anything more than a D+. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. Stay tuned for this review's best ever challenge here in a bit. But first, I want to throw some stuff up over here that you can click on. If you'd like to subscribe, which I'd very much appreciate, you can do that by clicking the big gray subscribe button. Want to see more? I also have reviews this week of The Giver, Expendables 3, Boyhood, and What If. You can also click the logo right up here to go to the all-new YourMovieFriend.com, where you can find a searchable database of reviews as well as the written text of these videos. And finally, this review's best ever challenge, where you name the best movie ever in a particular category and also try to identify my choice. What is the best movie with TV co-stars ever? Now, there's some decent ones here, but I'm going with the guys who, while doing comedy on TV, also did comedy with a frog and pig on screen. Drop your own answer and a guess at mine in the comments, and the first person to guess mine does get a point. Thanks, and please subscribe.